Talk to me, talk to these people. It's about these people right here. It's about these people, it's about the city. That we hey, listen, we have the best player, we have the best fans in the whole NBA, in the whole world. Look around you. Look at this. We created this. This didn't exist before we were here. Look around at the square. I promise you right now, we did this. Doesn't matter what anybody says. They can say it's disrespectful, they can say it's this and that. Everybody's within the rules. Everybody's doing their thing. All we are is proud and passionate. We are like a college sports team. The Toronto Raptors are a college sports team. I promise you. I love Toronto. I love this team, and we're going to the NBA Finals. Let's go!
The Toronto Raptors have come a long way from being at the top of the NBA mountain 2 years ago, as you saw in that clip from when they were about to make it to the NBA Finals, where they eventually defeated the Golden State Warriors. Now, when I say they've come a long way, I guess you could say a long way down. Uh, as far as their offseason, they lost arguably the greatest Raptor of all time. A lot of people will argue, and Kyle Lowry, the heart and soul of the team. Um, they also lost Rodney Hood, who wasn't a huge piece to the team, but a piece nonetheless. They also lost Aaron Baines, which again, not a huge piece, but a piece nonetheless. They did end up receiving Goran Dragic in the signing trade deal with Kyle Lowry. They also received Precious Achua, who I believe is a very good young player who developed on the team. They drafted Scotty Barnes. They also re-signed Kim Birch, who I believe is a solid center, hence why they probably got rid of Aaron Baines. And they also re-signed Gary Trent Jr., who they traded for last season from the Portland Trailblazers, which was expected. Aside from the moves that the Toronto Raptors made, I mean, in my opinion, there's a lot to talk about this team. Pascal Siakam will not be available to start the season due to an injury. I'm not sure what the direction of this team is. They did retain general manager Musa Ujiri, so they still have that in place. But with this video, it's a bit different from the others. I don't really want to focus too much on, the Raptors added this, they added that. How is that going to affect their winning record? Are they going to be better this season? They didn't make the playoffs last season. And like I said in the Knicks video, the East has gotten better. The East has gotten a bit deeper with the emergence of the Chicago Bulls, the New York Knicks, the Atlanta Hawks. I think the Wizards are going to be good, better than the Toronto Raptors. A lot of good teams. I think the Hornets are going to be better. I'm not sure if they're a playoff team yet. Sure, they're going to be better. The Indiana Pacers are going to be pretty good, in my opinion. The Toronto Raptors, I don't see them making the playoffs again. And with all the talent they have on this team, they seem like a team who is stuck in the middle of the pack. And when it comes to the NBA, in my opinion, that's the worst place to be. You're either a contender or you're a real rebuilding team at the bottom. Granted, there are some teams who are really good on their way to contendership status, but that's not the Toronto Raptors either. The Toronto Raptors are stuck in the middle of the pack where you don't know what direction the team is going in. They have Pascal Siakam. They have Fred VanVleet. Like I said, they added Goran Dragic. They still have Gary Trent. They still have OG Anunoby. They have a lot of talent. I just personally don't think this team is really going to go far. I don't see them getting out of the first round. And my thing is, why not rebuild? I heard that, obviously there were rumors that either the Toronto Raptors wanted to move on from Pascal Siakam or there were teams interested in Pascal Siakam. And at the same time, if you're willing to move on from Pascal Siakam, either that's freeing up space for Scotty Barnes, or you're just ready to go into full rebuild. At that point, why not trade guys like Fred VanVleet, trade guys like Pascal Siakam? You got a Goran Dragic. Why not trade him as well, which they seem very reluctant to do, even reluctant to buy him out. For what reason, I'm not sure. You have young guys like Gary Trent Jr. Well, actually, Fred VanVleet is young as well, but I feel like you can get some. Fred VanVleet has value. If you were to trade that Fred VanVleet, you could get some draft picks back, maybe some young players along with it. He's not a superstar, all-star level value player, but he's good enough to where you could get good value back in a trade. And I feel like why not rebuild? That's how I feel with any mid-tier teams, middle of the pack teams. That's just me personally. I feel like if you're just stuck there, why not start all over? Because clearly you're not getting better and you're not getting worse either. You're stuck in this one place. You're not progressing. Nothing's happening. Break it all down and start over. And I feel like that's what the Raptors have to do. Obviously, last year and the last season and the season before that, they've tried to compete. They did that well the season after the championship. Didn't work out well, got bounced in the first round, but they were a surprise team that year. Obviously, the next season, which was last season, I discussed, they did not make the playoffs. Like I said, they added Scotty Barnes as a result. They had bad record. I believe Scotty Barnes was taken third or fourth, one of them. I can't remember. I'm getting kind of old. But I feel like they should rebuild. You got Precious Achua, who's a nice young forward / center to build around. You got OG Anunoby, who's a nice, very good. I mean, he's just mainly defense right now, but if he can build on that offense, who knows what you can get. You got Gary Trent Jr., who is a nice young player. Maybe you want to keep Fred VanVleet. Maybe you don't. Like I said, you have a Scotty Barnes. And if you rebuild and your team's not good this year, you have another draft pick where you could draft another young player that you can possibly build around for the future. I don't know if part of actually trying to compete was a part of Masai Ujiri wanting to come back. So maybe they, foregone the idea of a rebuild in order to keep him within the organization, which I cannot blame them for doing. He's one of, if not the best general managers in the NBA. So if that's what it takes to bring him back, I would have done the same. But not sure what the outcome is going to be for the Toronto Raptors season. When you look at the roster, they have nice talent, but is it going to be enough to either get to the playoffs or even make it out of the first round? What's this team goals for this season? What are they trying to achieve this season? Granted, most teams with this much talent anyway, come into the season with the goal of competing. This isn't a rebuilding team, unfortunately. So that's what they're going to be attempting to do. But I don't think they're fit to do that. I think losing Kyle Lowry is a big hit, especially when you're replacing him with Goran Dragic, who I have nothing against Goran Dragic. But when you think about the chemistry that Kyle Lowry brought, the defense, the playmaking, granted, Goran Dragic can bring playmaking as well, but I don't think anyone would disagree when I say Goran Dragic is not Kyle Lowry. Goran Dragic is getting much older than Kyle Lowry. Maybe they're around the same age, but Goran Dragic is the one that cannot stay on the court. I don't know what their plans with him are. They seem hell-bent on keeping him prisoner, even when he made it clear that isn't really where he wants to be. I'm pretty sure he wants to compete. Like I said, I don't see the Toronto Raptors doing that. So I'm not sure if by the trade deadline they decide to move on from Pascal Siakam. I'm pretty sure he'll be back by then. Would be crazy if he's not. But, unless another injury happens, God forbid. But I'm not sure if by the trade deadline, Pascal will be moved to which team. I don't know. I don't see the Warriors making that move. If I'm the general manager of the Toronto Raptors, I'm starting over and I'm rebuilding. Whether that involves trading Fred VanVleet or not, I'm not sure. But it definitely involves trading Pascal Siakam, getting some picks back, maybe some young talent, and just clearing the board of all the pieces and starting fresh. You're not going up. Maybe Scotty Barnes comes out, or not even this season, just, in the future develops very fast. OG Anunoby develops some kind of offensive game very fast. Chris Boucher is, I'm pretty sure, going to be the starting center for this team. I want to know how the Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby thing is going to work. That's a bit of a clog in the rotation. So Nick Nurse is a great coach, so we'll see. But I'm not a fan of the direction that this team is trying to go in, but I cannot blame a team for trying to compete. I just personally will be going about it in a different way. But if you're a Toronto Raptors fan, let me know how you feel about this. Do you feel like the Toronto Raptors should be rebuilding? Do you feel like the Toronto Raptors have the talent to compete? Do you feel confident about the team going into the season, where they will rank in the playoffs if they were to get in, play-in team, not a play-in team? Let me know down below in the comments. Smash the like button. Of course, always hit subscribe button and ding the notification bell so you know when the next 30 days of hoops video is live and up. It will be up tomorrow, like I said, every single day for the next 30 days. You never know when your team is going to go up. I'm not doing this in alphabetical order or anything. It's all random. So, and also 2 more released before this. So if you missed them, check them out in the playlist to my right. Yeah, my right. You're right too. I had to make sure I ain't want to look dumb on. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.